Shimizu Akari. Traits and abilities. Physical strength. As a B-class hunter, Shimizu Akari possesses significant physical strength. She is strong enough to engage in direct combat with mid-tier monsters and powerful foes. Her strength and combat skill are honed through constant fighting. Speed and agility. Akari has decent speed and agility, enabling her to dodge attacks and respond to threats quickly. She relies on her speed to outmaneuver enemies and avoid being hit while dealing powerful blows. Combat skill. Akari is proficient in both close-range and ranged combat, using weapons like swords or crossbows with great efficiency. Her combat style is precise, relying on quick strikes and strategic positioning. Tactical mind. Akari's tactical approach to combat allows her to outsmart her opponents, especially in prolonged battles. She can analyze her enemies' weaknesses and exploit them, making her a dangerous foe despite not having overwhelming raw power. Weaknesses. Limited magical abilities. Akari lacks magic or psychic powers, which puts her at a disadvantage against opponents who can manipulate the environment or use powerful magical abilities. Stamina. While not fragile, her stamina is not boundless, and prolonged battles can wear her down, especially if her opponent can match her in terms of combat skills. Yoshino Sazanka. Traits and abilities. Illusions. Yoshino's primary ability is the power to create illusions that can disorient and deceive her opponents. She can make the enemy believe they are facing multiple threats or cause them to act irrationally. This ability can disrupt her opponent's mental state, causing hesitation or confusion. Psychic powers. Yoshino has access to a range of psychic abilities, including telekinesis, moving objects with her mind, and mental manipulation, affecting the opponent's emotions or decisions. These abilities allow her to manipulate the battlefield and keep enemies at a distance. Strategic combat. Yoshino excels at controlling the flow of battle using her illusions and psychic powers. She is a master of misdirection, often using her abilities to make the fight less about direct combat and more about outsmarting her opponent. Weaknesses. Physical fragility. Yoshino is not physically strong and is vulnerable in hand-to-hand combat. Concentration-based, her powers depend heavily on concentration and focus. Disrupting her mental state or landing a surprise attack can weaken her abilities. Limited offensive power. While her illusions and psychic abilities are powerful, they lack the raw offensive power of physical combatants, meaning she can struggle against enemies who can break through her mental traps. Trait comparison. Shimizu Akari. Physical strength, moderate, strong, but not overwhelming. Speed, high, fast, agile in combat. Intelligence, high, strategic, quick thinker. Offensive power, high, effective in close combat. Defensive power, moderate, relies on agility and tactics. Combat style, balanced, close and ranged combat. Special abilities, versatile combat skill, strategic mind. Yoshino Sazanka. Physical strength, low, fragile, relies on psychic powers. Speed, moderate, enhanced by psychic abilities. Intelligence, very high, psychic tactician, strategic. Offensive power, moderate, relies on illusions and psychic attacks. Defensive power, moderate, relies on illusions and control. Combat style, misdirection, illusions, psychic manipulation. Special abilities, illusions, psychic control, telekinesis. Fight analysis. Phase 1, Initial engagement. Shimizu Akari will likely start the fight by testing Yoshino's defenses, looking for openings to land decisive blows. She will rely on her physical strength and speed to overwhelm her opponent quickly, aiming to prevent Yoshino from using her illusions effectively. Yoshino Sazanka will immediately attempt to create illusions to disorient Akari. She may make Akari believe she is facing multiple opponents or distract her with psychic suggestions that cause hesitation or uncertainty. Phase 2, Mental and Physical Clash. As the fight progresses, Akari will need to rely on her tactical mind to resist Yoshino's illusions. If she becomes disoriented, she could start making mistakes, but her combat experience and adaptability will help her push through Yoshino's tricks. Yoshino, on the other hand, will try to maintain psychic pressure on Akari, using her abilities to control the flow of battle and keep Akari off balance. She may attempt to manipulate Akari's thoughts, causing her to doubt her strikes or hesitate. Final phase, Decisive moment. If Akari can break through Yoshino's illusions or land a successful strike, she could potentially overwhelm Yoshino due to her physical prowess. Yoshino is vulnerable if her illusions are seen through or if Akari catches her off guard. Yoshino needs to keep Akari disoriented and mentally off balance. If she can maintain her illusions and psychic manipulation, she may be able to control Akari's movements, leading to her victory. However, if Akari lands a decisive blow, Yoshino's fragility may become her downfall. Chance of winning. Shimizu Akari 45% Akari has the strength and speed to break through Yoshino's illusions if she remains focused. However, Yoshino's psychic manipulation and illusions can cause significant disruptions, making this battle difficult for Akari. Yoshino Sazanka 55% Yoshino has a psychic advantage and can potentially disorient Akari with her illusions, preventing her from landing a successful blow. Her ability to manipulate Akari's mental state gives her the edge in a drawn-out battle. Winner, Yoshino Sazanka. Yoshino Sazanka wins due to her psychic abilities and illusion mastery. While Shimizu Akari is a skilled physical fighter, Yoshino's ability to manipulate Akari's mind and disrupt her perception of the battlefield gives her the upper hand. If Akari doesn't resist the mental manipulation, Yoshino will likely control the flow of the fight and secure a victory.